You see the mouthpiece of this infernal government. I've got to get the brakes on. The trouble is I'm off my tits on codeine and paracetamol up here. I don't know what I'm saying. But I do want to finish, if I may, with a message to the government.
Keir Starmer, a man who somehow makes confusion look like a strategy. Every time he speaks, you get the feeling he's trying to solve a puzzle no one else can see. Years in the courtroom, yet he still manages to sound like someone reading their own notes for the first time. You'd expect conviction.
It finally happened. The moment political commentators have been whispering about for months, the moment Keir Starmer's carefully polished, painfully scripted image finally cracked in full public view. And the person who split it open wasn't a rival MP, a fiery journalist, or a viral activist. No, it was Jeremy Clarkson, a man half the country sees as a legend.
But instead you get that blank "please hold" expression. It's like watching someone try to remember why they walked into the room. Only this time the room is Britain's future.
What's your message to the new government? Do you think they get the kind of rural economy at all?
No, I don't think any of them have set foot outside Kentish Town for the last 35 years. No, they're a hopeless bunch.
So would you invite Keir to your pub, Keir Starmer, Prime Minister?
No, he's banned. He's the first person to be banned. He's actually on a board in the hall. He's banned.
Why? What have you got against him?
Hello? I thought you were running a news operation.
Now,
The other half sees as a menace, and absolutely no one sees as someone who holds back. In one vicious, hilarious, completely unscripted rant, Clarkson said what millions have been thinking, and Starmer never saw the punch coming. It started with a simple question: what's your message to the new government? And Clarkson's answer hit like a runaway tractor. He blasted the government as a group who haven't set foot outside Kentish Town for 35 years. Then, when asked if he'd invite Prime Minister Starmer to his pub, Clarkson didn't just say no, he said Starmer was banned. As in, officially banned. As in, his name is on a board in the hallway, banned. The man who once test drove tanks for fun has now test-driven Starmer's reputation straight into a ditch. And the nation is watching with popcorn. And if that wasn't enough, Clarkson went after what many see as Starmer's biggest flaw: he always looks confused. Not normal confusion, the political kind. The kind where every sentence sounds like he's reading someone else's notes. Every interview looks like he's trying to remember why he entered the room. The man was a top lawyer, yet half the time he looks like a substitute teacher who accidentally got put in charge of the whole country. And Clarkson tore straight into that image, describing Starmer as a leader who turns confusion into strategy and indecision into performance art. Because let's be honest, Starmer's trademark move is the fence sit. Ask him about migration, he'll give you two answers. Ask him about climate policy, he'll praise activists while winking at industry donors. Brexit, he respects it, or revisits it, or redefines it. Depends on the weather. Clarkson summed up what millions feel: Starmer isn't leading, he's hovering. Britain wants bold. Britain gets beige. And every time he opens his mouth, the country is left waiting for a kettle that never boils. Then Clarkson dropped another bomb. He said Britain has fallen off a cliff. Rock bottom. Nothing works. Potholes, trains, NHS, services, all broken. And yes, plenty of people across the country feel exactly that. But Clarkson went further. He blamed it all on something Starmer's team absolutely didn't want to hear: socialism. Not incompetence. Not bad luck. Socialism. And whether you agree or not, it's a message that's resonating loudly, especially outside London, especially in the parts of the country politicians usually forget until election season. But the real moment that made Britain collectively cringe was the coffee cup incident. Starmer, standing outside Parliament, clutching a disposable cup like it was the holy grail of relatability. The photo was meant to scream "ordinary bloke." Instead it whispered "corporate PR stunt." Clarkson roasted him for looking like an accountant who wandered into a protest by mistake. Because let's be real, nothing says "I'm just like you" less than a politician practicing empathy like it's a monologue from a school play. And that's the heart of this whole explosion. Britain isn't angry that Starmer drinks coffee. Britain's angry because he feels staged, processed, sanitized, like a politician manufactured in a laboratory to offend absolutely no one, and inspire absolutely no one. And when someone as blunt, chaotic, and brutally honest as Clarkson comes along, the contrast is nuclear. Clarkson sounds like the country. Starmer sounds like he's buffering. So here's the real story. It's not just Clarkson versus Starmer. It's authenticity versus autopilot. Reality versus rehearsal. Britain is looking for someone who speaks plainly, acts boldly, and doesn't need a team of advisors to tell them what being relatable is supposed to look like. And until Starmer finds that version of himself, if he even can, this won't be the last time someone knocks him off the pedestal. Because right now, Britain isn't just watching. Britain is judging. Britain is choosing. And the next political shockwave is already building. Stay tuned.